welcome to our live Monday night, but on Tuesday night tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we have a legend, a special guest in the house tonight.
In the house.
Whose family, in fact, he's the godfather of that drummer in the back.
Yeah.
Our daughter and their sister, Isis. We have in the house
My God.
the legendary from the E family. He's a legend in his own right. He's played with the biggest names in the business. He's played before presidents, kings, and queens. The one and only Mr. Juan Escovedo. Yeah.
I just want to say I'm so excited to be here. This is my family. So when Sheila got a star the other day at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, I had to take care of my family. They came down and supported us, and they sang for us. And so it meant a lot for our family, Escovedo family, for have the C notes here. They came down, drove down there, got a hotel, and we kicked it, and we had a good time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For those of you who do not know, their mother and father are actually responsible for our family band. I'll let my wife tell that story.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can get in both Instagram. Oh, someone bought a badge. Thank you. Hi, Tracy.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey, who bought a badge? I'll check. Okay, am I in? Let me look. This will be like our monitor. Okay. So let me get my big head in here. Okay. So, it was, you know what? It was 5 years ago. It was Papa Pete's birthday party 5 years ago at Yoshi's. And so Papa Pete was like, hey, how are the children? And your mom was like, how are the kids? And we were like, oh, they're good. And they're like, you getting them into music? And I was like, no, I don't think so. And then Papa Pete was like, why not? And then your mom was like, what, are you crazy? And so he was like, how do you think I kept up with the children? How do you think I knew where they were on weekends? They were rehearsing and playing with us. That's how I kept up with the children, and it's the best way to keep your family close. And I was like, oh, damn. And so then after that night, literally when I got home, he and I were like, okay, let's do this. If we're going to do it, the way he and I are, we're kind of extremists like that. When we get into something, we're like all in. So yeah, that's when he started teaching the children more hands-on. Juan came over, gave Isis her first drum lesson.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me.
Wait, 5 years ago was 2018.
Yeah.
Wait, 5 years ago.
5 years ago, I promise you, it was
I
2018.
didn't feel it.
Our first gig as a family was 2019 at the YMCA Baseball Diamond. And then our first big thing was 2020 at the Warriors. Don't test
But
me.
also, I want to say you guys did a better job than our family. Only because you started them young, and they're all talented, amazing people. First of all, because I know we go to church, Jones Methodist Church in San Francisco. So you was raised with good parents, obviously, and how you guys donate your time and help others. That means a lot to me. And you guys really did a lot to help other people. So we were in a bad neighborhood, so we didn't know about that yet. So, but we came around, and that's why our family is so tight and stuff. It's through music, and I just really love what you guys have done to your family as far as keeping them close and learning music. And I noticed that all your kids, I think, love what you're doing and love what you're playing. The difference is, my father said, don't touch my instrument. So he was like, he's locking up his stuff and he go on tour and stuff. So we didn't get a chance to really play the instruments, but eventually he saw that we had the passion and love for music. So once he saw that, then he did, him and my Uncle Coke, Uncle Phil, Coke Escovedo, Paris, Renee, all my family, we just love music, and it kept us close, and it still works. So you just gotta remember that if you keep your family close and you love each other and help and support each other, that we can have a better life here on earth through music and compassion and just love for each other.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen to that. Wow.
Hey, Juan, I didn't know you could preach. You could preach. What don't you do? We've got Jane Roper from Ipswich, United Kingdom. She tunes in every week, and it's like 2:00 in the morning.
Wow.
So for her to be here, she loves you, Juan.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
So yeah, we've got a lot of comments. We've got people on Instagram. Amen. We got an amen corner.
Hey.
Instagram.
Randy and Chris Sims are on YouTube.
Okay.
Randy is the one, and Ella that we told.
Oh,
that we said
yeah.
she looked like
Oh
that.
yeah, I miss Brandy.
Oh hey, and we've got Juan's lady love here. Semi, come say hi to this camera. Say.
I bet I have to bend down like this.
Yeah, sorry, you guys. There she is. Yay.
I just wanted to say hello.
No,
That's the one
it's-
that keeps it together for me.
That's not Beyonce. That's Semi. She's very sweet. And
But
we love having
Nola,
her
you
here. Yeah.
know what bothers me?
What?
I wasn't the first one here.
What do you mean? Oh. Hey, yo. We didn't even know Elle was even gonna come over like that.
Well, I get it. You got Elder Bar, you had who else?
Lenny Williams.
Lenny Williams.
Yeah.
And now me, really?
Yeah, of
It's
course.
more downhill.
No.
Don't say that. You can't say that.
No, we gotta. With all of our guests like being so awesome, I was like, we gotta call our live streams like icons only. But yeah, no, people were excited that you were gonna be here, Juan, especially the videos that I showed.
Oh, thank you.
And you have admirers, and I was like, no, he's taken. Sorry, ladies. No.
But this is my second family.
Oh, is Juan gonna play Rising Sun with us? From our album,
Uh-oh.
Rising Sun. Niall, you got a mic?
Can't hear anything from down here. It sounds weird. Let me get up real quick.
tribute to Maurice White.
Nice.
And, you know, when I was signed to his label, he really took care of me, you know. And he was just a square cat, man, you know.
Well, he wasn't a square. L7.
No,
I'm just kidding.
That's the same. So,
Thank you, Blooms, for you buying a badge. Malik's art.
99.
Tracy, thank
99.
you.
into 2000. In fact, you played with part of that band back at the, if you remember. I think
Yeah, I
we
have
had
a
the-
video.
had a
Hold on, let me see
video
if I can do this.
Of you
So if
playing.
you're watching on YouTube or in Facebook, I'm gonna try something right now. Hold please.
Check
Keep
this
talking.
out.
Buy me some time.
Yeah.
Buy me some time, please.
So tell us some of the people, some of your most memorable concerts you ever played. Because you played a whole lot of big concerts.
Yeah, I think the big thing was, first of all, play with my father. 'Cause I used to practice in my room when I was, I don't know, 10, 11, playing bongos and stuff. And Sheila always was a percussion player with my father's, Pete and Sheila Escovedo. So my dream was like finally, you know, if I get a chance to play with them, because they were so amazing. Of course, I had another jobs and doing whatever I was doing. But Sheila left to play with George Duke. You might know the year of that. But I think I was 15, 16, I started taking Sheila's place on congas. So it's a difference from playing bongos to congas. So it's a big difference.
Huge.
And then I started playing timbales and stuff. So anyway, I got in my father's band, and well, actually I was a tech for Azteca band, which was 16-piece band.
Yeah, I remember Azteca.
Yeah, Azteca. Neil Sean was in there. From Journey. A lot of
Oh,
great
guitar
musicians.
player.
Yeah,
Really?
Neil Sean was in Azteca.
Oh, I didn't know
Earl
that.
Knowles.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and
Wow.
the drummer, Lenny White. Lenny White.
Oh, wow.
Zeddy.
Lenny White was in Azteca.
Wow.
So like I said, it was a 16-piece band, and they were signed by Columbia Records. So after a while, you know, it's like, you know, the money thing and whatever, 16-piece band is kind of, it's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's a
people
lot.
to pay for and take care of. So my father eventually took over it, and then he did an amazing job. But Coke Escovedo, my uncle, did an amazing job putting that band together.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. And so
You
once my-
remind me of Coke.
Brett, I heard that a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
They just call me Coke Jr.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so, but through the music and the family, so we did what you're doing right now. We used to rehearse in the front room and learn and teach and all these, like Tito Puente Santana, Ray Barretto,
Yeah.
Eddie Palmieri. A lot of great musicians would come in and rehearse at Pops' house. So like, you know, we just learned the values and the structure and learn how to play everything. So while I'm saying that, I came in a little early. I want to just show you something that my goddaughter, Isis, was playing a rhythm. And it took her 5 minutes to learn this cowbell pattern. And I think it adds to any type of song. So if you don't mind playing what you play by yourself.
All right, Ice. The camera's on you, Ice.
It's on me.
Yeah. And then I'll bring in the.
So just play the structure that you already played by yourself. And I'm gonna show you what I added.
Nice.
But you have to be obviously talented and focus on to make a change, because she's been playing this for a long time. So 5 minutes ago, I just told her to add the cowbell and the pseudo drum, and watch the difference. So she's going to play 3 different patterns. So here's the first pattern. So now she's going to add a cowbell. So my point is, if you practice enough, and she already had the structure of a drum pattern, and then she's capable of adding a cowbell and a drum pattern on the end of it. It just shows you how much practice and how much they put in and the rehearsals and stuff. So, because if you're not ready for this stuff and you add another pattern, she would have been lost. She did not lose the timing. She was right on it. She's amazing. But that just shows that when you practice and structure of the songs and stuff, that somebody can come in and just show you another rhythm and you still stay on the beat. That timing did not move. So first of all, she has great timing. So that's the one thing you need as a drummer. 1, 2, 3, 4, she's in it, right? So it took her like 5 minutes to learn this pattern. So one more time for Isis.
I had an amazing teacher.
Yes. Give it up for Juan Escovedo. Yes. That's what family's all about, y'all.
That's right.
Come right in here and hook her up. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So I'm pulling up I want to pull up the solo that, you know what, it was actually Juan actually opened your show, honey. Remember that? And it was for
I look
JoJo
totally
Dancer.
different. I had dreadlocks.
Yeah, and you were wearing a lot of velvet. Okay, let's go.
He was like dancing. Wow.
All right, give it up for Juan and Papa C. How long ago was that?
That was 2000.
2000.
That's 23 years ago.
23 years ago, and you haven't aged a bit, Juan.
23 years ago.
Okay, I know I'm supposed to be interviewed, but I want to ask you guys a question.
Oh, what?
Each one of you, what made you play your instrument?
Oh, can I just
You start.
Okay,
you
Isis,
start.
let me switch cameras. Okay, go ahead, Isis.
So what happened was,
So what happened?
What happened?
So
What happened was
Danny would always bring his bands here, and they would always play, and we just sort of like stand and watch. Like we never left to go do something else. We always just stood and watched. So what happened was, White Rabbit was playing on the tape. White Rabbit was just playing. I remember very vividly, and I just walked over and started playing White Rabbit, I was playing along with it. That's
That's
like,
cool.
and then Niall, and I remember Niall came over, he started playing the bass to White Rabbit, and then Zahara, I believe you were also in here as well, and you started playing the guitar, and we just started playing along with the songs. That's the memory I have, the first memory I
Can
have.
you still play that?
Yes, of course.
I want to hear it.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Juan, you knowing how to move a show, you television producer, you. Okay.
Okay, that's one answer.
That's okay.
Next.
Who's next?
Niall.
Niall.
You have an interesting story.
Yeah, Niall does
Do
have
you want to play the
Does
saxophone?
he need a mic?
How's that an interesting story?
It's kind
It's
of
okay, there's Niall.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
Well, I don't even know. But I've just been playing it ever since I could remember.
I needed a bass man.
Yeah.
He wanted to play saxophone.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
That's true. Because it was cold.
Because it was gold. It was
It was
shiny.
shiny.
That's so cute.
Yeah, didn't you have a similar story where you had to play the clarinet instead of like saxophone or
I
something?
hated the clarinet, but I love it now because it wasn't shiny enough when I was
Aww.
young.
Shiny.
Your turn. Or
No, no, no.
No,
What started you playing bass?
What song?
No, not a song. Like, what made you? So our family was all percussion players.
Mm-hmm.
So all you guys play different instruments. I'm just curious, like, what made you play bass? You could have played piano, guitar, anything, right?
Because I needed a.
Yeah, that's
But let me tell you something about Niall. Niall really is what motivated all of them, because Niall started sleeping with his bass, and
Yeah.
he would play that bass. He would be up in the
5
middle of the
a.m.
night, you know, up till 5 o'clock sometimes, just playing the bass all day. He practices all the time.
Yeah.
And he practiced so much that, you know, he's in the next room from us, right? That we couldn't even get mad at him because he'd be playing all through the night. We'd be like, dang. But the progression that we saw so vast and so quick. I mean, he was just, you know, I would work with him, I would teach him some things, and then he just started just practicing on his own. And it was like, once I jump started him, it was like he was, you know, every now and again I'll go in and maybe tweak and say, okay, give me a little bit of this. But for the most part, you know, he's had some lessons at the school that Noah and I teach at because we want them all
Where you guys
to learn.
teach?
We teach at the Community Music Center. Carlos Santana used to go to that school. Who else went to that school? Johnny Mathis. It's the oldest music learning institute this side of the Mason-Dixon line. And so so it got to the point where I couldn't continue to teach them everything and have to work. So I started them on all their instruments. And then people talk about Prince. I don't want to circle around Prince.
Are we about to get some purple
Yeah,
hate
oh,
up in
okay.
here?
Yeah.
Can we not? Can we leave that alone?
It's all good.
Can we leave that alone?
I play stuff he can't even play. No.
That's true. That's true. Daddy
But-
plays like the harp and everything.
Yeah, no.
And I
Just
see it.
kudos to Prince, who was.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't like to use the word genius because I don't think that word is fair to people who spend. You know, I used to spend on a bad day I would spend 11 hours a day, but on a good day I would spend anywhere from 16 to 18 hours a day on my instruments. And so when you call somebody a genius,
That's why, what does that mean?
yeah, what does that mean? It's
When
like
you're a genius.
what you're doing is you're negating all the time that it took, the suffering, the bleeding, the sweating, all the you know, people talking about you, you know, all that stuff, you know, that it took for you to cultivate your instrument and to bring yourself to a higher consciousness in your own instrument, you know what I mean? Because it's all connected to a higher frequency. And so I don't like to use that word genius. I think that everybody's a potential genius, but I think that's one of those words that's just been thrown around so loosely, even like the word diva. You know, it's like, geez, come on, give us a break. These people pay dues. We all pay mad dues on our instruments. So, but we appreciate the accolades. But so with Nile, this guy, he's an amazing cat, man. He's never ending practicing. He's always practicing, you know, and he'll put anything on and he's in the back there learning this stuff, you know, from Marcus Miller. Did you tell him your favorite bass players? Could you come back?
Yeah,
to the
Niall, come
microphone?
back. He's trying to
Tell
sneak
him-
some food. We
tell
ain't
him some
eaten
of
this
that.
yet.
Tell him some of your bass influences besides
Yeah, Niall,
your
have a
dad.
seat so the camera can see.
And before it starts, I want people to know how important the bass is. Like, you have to lock in with the drum and the kick. That's the foundation of a song. I know that people always look at the singer or guitar player, the piano, all the solos, but if it doesn't feel good in the back, they can't play the best they can play. So
Right.
Niall is one of those guys that just lay it down. It's so important to play on time and stay away from other artists, which mean playing those and interfering with the singer or the soloist. It takes a lot to lock in. So his bass line got to lock in with the drums. Them two have to be together, and that takes two to make that happen. And then we can play around that. So I want to give up for now because he's doing a great job. Yeah.
And by the way, that was a joke that I said about Prince. Don't take that
Yeah,
serious.
no
Oh,
purple
now you
people
tell me.
eaters. Yeah, nobody.
No, we all put the time in, and
Wait.
he deserves his accolades.
Oh, for
like
sure,
everyone.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, and I have to
And he
say,
sings.
yes, Niall sings, and he's a good dancer. What don't you do, Niall?
Uh-oh.
But you
That's
know
not
what,
true.
Niall,
That
even
part's not true.
even in the car, he has this app on his phone, and he'll practice the bass on his app.
Wow.
He's
yeah,
learning the
separate-
bass line,
separate the music.
and he's really dedicated. So, yeah. Okay, Niall, you were supposed to say something about your favorite bass players or
Oh,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
Say it.
Speak in the mic, honey.
Bass. Yeah. Okay. My favorite bass players. I don't really know, cause I just like anyone, like a lot of synth stuff, like Herbie Hancock, and I like James Jamerson too. He's like basically the originator of a lot of stuff that's been played today. You know what I'm saying? So, and what's his name? Ron Carter was a new one. Yeah, I like his new stuff, and he really influenced a lot of hip hop stuff too. Yeah.
Nice.
And also, I want to say this: when people ask me, "How do you get at that level where you are?" So play with anybody you can in the neighborhood, friends. So I played when I was growing up. I played with every band, all type of music. Doesn't matter. It's all learning experience, and they become your friends and family. So a lot of people, once we made it, they're people that we grew up with and we played from the neighborhood.
Yep.
And if you look around, a lot of bands that's very successful, they have musicians that they grew up with, that they trust. It's also a family, so you have to trust them, believe in them, and be able to talk to them and relate how the sound and what you want. And now is that guy. He's listening. He's very important part of this family, and he's an amazing bass player.
Amen.
And that's why it's so important to be in touch and communicate with everybody you work with. So, you're next.
Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix, can you,
You know,
that's your
that,
camera, boo boo.
When you used to play at Uncle Larry's house, I remember when we used to just watch you guys when we were over there. Sometimes they would be playing, but sometimes I would play with them. Sometimes I'd sit on the floor, like the carpet, and then I'd watch you play, like just you, not anybody else. And I remember what the song was. It was Red Clay. I didn't know it was Red Clay at the
Oh
time.
wow.
Like,
Oh
Red
yeah,
Clay.
yeah.
'Cause you guys
You guys used to play that a
A lot.
Yeah, that song.
We used to play that at the film.
Okay, I think that's a segue to a song.
Red Blood Ribbon.
Thank
people would find out I'm left-handed, they'd always say Jimi Hendrix or something. They'd always say Jimi Hendrix. And I think it kind of stayed in my brain when I was younger, so I kind of just gravitated towards the guitar. And yeah, that's actually it. It's not really that interesting, but that's
I think
actually
it is.
why I picked.
Well, you played the right-handed guitar upside down.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's what, because we didn't have a left-handed guitar, so you were just.
Oh.
So I want to know, how hard was that to play it like that?
When I was younger, because because it was the first thing, like you thought that was how it worked. So I thought that's actually, I was playing it right. So it didn't really feel weird when I was younger. It kind of just felt kind of normal. So,
That's good.
yeah.
You have a song you want to play? Oh, here we go.
Let's play it slow. Like the original.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on. Before we continue, on YouTube they said the volume is really low.
On what?
YouTube.
The volume is low on YouTube. Okay.
That mean they need more congas?
No, I think it's just the audio.
I'm gonna turn it up just a bit. I just didn't want it to.
Echo?
Hey, Facebook, let me.
Ask him how that is.
Facebook, let us know. Facebook hasn't let us said anything, so.
Yeah, ask him how the audio is.
Yeah, I turned it up just a bit.
Y'all, how's the audio on YouTube?
Uncle Dwayne's watching on Facebook.
Also, Kiki Racina E said the strings sing beautifully.
Oh, you're making them strings sing, girl.
So does it sound better?
Yeah.
Did they
Thank
say
you,
it
Lenny
sounds
Lucas.
better?
Lenny, let us know how it sounds. Let us know the sound. Uncle Dwayne, let us know how the sound. Oh, they're saying it sounds great. The volume sounds great. No, it just sounds great.
No, is that on Facebook or YouTube?
Facebook.
Oh, but on
So YouTube, you gotta ask. So I don't know.
Tell them if they give us $30 more, we'll turn up.
Wait, Sahara's turn now.
Okay,
your turn.
my turn. So,
Oh, Zahara.
And Zahara is the eldest of the five.
And how old are you?
I am 18, going on 19.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But I think I started off. I just was always playing strings, so I played viola. Was it around like from 12? From 11 to 13, and all the way through middle school. So I did viola, and then after when I graduated, I did violin for a while, and then actually before that, I was doing both at the same time. So I was doing violin, and then I was in school, and they had like a ukulele class. So I took ukulele for a while, and I did talent shows. And then when my ukulele teacher left, I did have a uke at home, but then I was like, maybe I should pick up the guitar. So I picked up one of these acoustics. That one's called Oatmeal because we spilled oatmeal in it. But I picked up that one a while ago, and
Can you tell the difference of that one and this one?
That is the infamous oatmeal.
Yes, this is Oatmeal. She's been through it a lot. Corrected, but yeah, this
It's an
one
acoustic?
is an acoustic Yamaha, and this one is a electric Fender.
Which means you plug in
Yeah.
the electric.
Yeah, I plug in, and yeah, it has different strings too. Especially with pickups right here.
But there's a different feeling, right? As you
Yeah.
play.
At one point, I did it took me a while to get used to electric guitar because I always loved the natural sound of the acoustic. But and then I just started getting used to it. Like recently, I've been loving a lot of rock. Like I've been listening to a lot of Jimi Hendrix
Okay, we're ready for one.
and hard.
Yeah.
Okay, for a rock, the one that I know is Lights by Journey, and I'm proud of this one because I did this like 5 years ago, and I didn't really do the solo, and I didn't really do really great at it because I wasn't practicing like I was supposed to. But we can do Journey.
So I have a question. So since you picked that song, but that motivated you to learn the song, right?
Yeah, it motivated me to learn it because I just never not doing just leaving things where I just didn't feel comfortable at it. So it was even I'm still kind of shaky with it, but I feel it's better than it used to be for
Good.
me. So
You just keep going and keep practicing.
yeah, and I just love it because I love rock now, and I just love the sound because I couldn't get used to that crunchy
Right.
sound. But yeah, I just love it now.
I love the way you play it. Just
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I gotta get back there if I'm gonna sing this one. Hold on. So we're doing Journey?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
and
let me
before-
run back.
Okay, before we start, can someone reintroduce our guests because some people
Oh, yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Darling, you're great at intros. Zaw, move the neck of your guitar real quick so you can see that.
Ladies and gentlemen, seated is the legendary Mr. Juan Escovedo. Right. Yes, he is a legend by his own right. He is from the famous E family. Peter Michael Escovedo, Papa Pete Escovedo.
Is it Escovedo? Escovedo? Escovedo?
Escovedo in English, Spanish, Escovedo.
Escovedo!
Yeah, that feels more legit.
And
Oh, let me tell you, I'm sorry. It used to be Escobedo.
Oh.
My grandfather, yeah, somehow
I thought it was wrong.
translation changed Escovedo. I asked my father about that 20 times and he can't explain it to me, so I can't tell you. But it used to be Escovedo, and there's a lot of Escovedos in Mexico and all over. So I just hope I never get pulled over for Juan Escobedo, because there's a lot of Juan Jose, and my middle name is Jose. So I could be in trouble. So
John Joe.
every time we travel, go to Mexico, whatever, they search me all the time. I'm like, Juan Jose Escobedo. I'm from the United States, homie, chill out. But my mother always said, leave my son alone. I always got to the next stage. I'm good.
I did hear about that name change. I thought it was just autocorrect or something wrong.
Escobedo.
Oh, cool. I love this family history. Let me get in the back. Okay, I'm still on. Okay, let me get in the back.
Natural name from Brooklyn, mama. Brooklyn.
Well, there can't be too many Juan Escovedos in Oakland.
Use Juan's mic.
Oh, okay.
Just take it off.
Just take it off. No, you don't have to move it. I'll just take it off.
I'll take it off.
Yeah.
No love.
And can we give it up for Uncle Juan's shirt though?
Yeah.
Fire, fashion.
Ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
One. From the beginning. 1, 2, 3, and.
Oh wait. Okay, now turn. You're doing that, not me.
No, Zon's gotta intro it.
No, if you want to do that, it's fine. I don't.
Oh, I'm
care.
sorry. No,
And
you're
Zon,
right.
you gotta step forward for your
You're right,
solos,
Zon.
baby. You gotta come
I
in the
gotta
front.
be able to control this, so I can't like come back and like.
Cause Instagram can't really see you.
Okay, let me.
Are you singing lead?
You can see.
No,
the-
I'm not singing at all. I just need to be by myself.
Hey, you don't need the mic. She moving the mic. She don't need.
Yeah, let me move it. I
There
don't
you
know
go.
how I have it.
And you're in the front. They can hear your the melody note.
Okay, I'm not singing though.
The person you love says they
Still need to see you,
Okay,
girl.
there
She's
we go.
singing background, right?
Mama. No, I haven't been.
What,
Lead?
she hasn't
You gonna
been,
lead?
I've been doing
No,
the
I'm
melody.
just doing the guitar.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go. Instagram can see you.
And who's this guitar player for Journey?
Neil Sean.
Neil Sean
Neil
Burns.
Neil Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, just so you know, he's from Marin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lives in
And
Marin.
he got a nice afro too back in the
Which
day.
is why the song is significant to us because it's Bay Area folk. Bay Area.
Hold on.
And a nice guy. I want to put that
He's
in.
nice.
He is so cool.
Aw, that makes it better.
It does make it better.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
When the lights go down in the city and the sun shines on the bay, who am giving you a run for your money.
Okay.
Now I have a question. Can I move in? Do you have a room for me?
Yeah!
I just want to stay.
Hey, I was trying to get Lenny to
I
stay the
don't
night.
believe
I was
you.
trying to get Elle to stay the night. I got air mattresses.
Yeah, Elle got things to do. I have nothing. That's cool when Elle came. That was nice. I heard him say, "Where's Juan?"
Yeah, I know.
He did say that.
That's my boy.
Oh,
He's on my CD.
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Oh, my angel.
Oh, I'm here to promote. I'm here just to hang out with you guys. I got things too. I gotta make some money. Cause
Yes.
even though you pay me, I'm not gonna take any money from you guys.
Oh, that's so nice of you. That's so big.
I got free parking. We're in San Francisco. What else I need? I
So-
got my family.
Check it out. Pull up the song.
Oh, the video that we're on?
Yeah. This
Oh, yeah.
this song. And where's the CD?
Right there.
It's right there.
Okay, go over there
I'll
and promote your guy.
Show Instagram first.
What? Have Uncle Juan sign it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right now?
He's got to come to the main camera right here and sign it.
Oh yeah, you have to sign it. And
Okay, I will.
for me, this is my CD.
Oh,
Here. Do you want it in white or should it be in gold?
You want white or gold?
So just so you know, every time I play, I get a 15-minute break. I know you guys are young and you can continue, so I'll be back in 15.
Oh,
After
okay.
2 minutes.
Okay.
This one.
I love you guys.
So I don't know if y'all on Instagram have seen,
Give the best.
we're on,
This one.
we are on Papa C, no, Papa C, all of us. We're on Juan's music video, Fly Again. And that's on YouTube.
Why is it yellow?
Don't.
What's yellow?
No, this is yellow. You got,
Oh,
I
you
have
have
a gold.
Yeah, get a gold one.
You have yellow.
We have silver. Ooh.
Silver. You think silver would match better?
Yeah, that's what we
Okay, talk to him, honey.
If you know that's okay, I have gold.
It's a good CD. Oh, yay! We have someone who has Uncle Juan's CD watching.
Yes.
And Tracy said, great video.
All
Thank
right.
you, Tracy.
Awesome.
What great video? What?
Fly again.
Are we gonna do a premiere?
Oh, yeah, and Instagram.
We have some
We're gonna premiere our
Or we have
video.
gold.
We'll do it live
So,
on YouTube.
for those of you who are
And,
trying to figure out what we're
Where's the
doing,
camera at, Mama? Which
we are
one?
about to
it's on Daddy right now.
play.
So when Uncle Juan comes back, you can just he can sit down and you can give him the CD to sign.
Wait, I want to
Play
show
one
it
of
to
the
the camera,
songs
so it's
off
that
of Juan Escovedo's
Sorry, you are.
album. It's entitled
The J.
The J.
The J, and
It's
this
backwards
particular
from
song
camera, but
is
it's
entitled
J.
Fly
Fly again.
Again.
Oh, I thought you were gonna mess it up. Hey, can y'all turn off this light? It's really bright for Instagram. I'm sorry, Instagram. It looks like we're
Okay,
headed.
I'm back. You still talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're promoting you now.
Okay, that's
So-
better. Thank you, son.
Everyone, make sure you go out and purchase this album. This album is well put together. The songs are awesome on this record.
Yeah.
It's a well put together record. And this is your freshman solo album, right? This is your freshman album, right? It's your first on your own, right?
Yes.
It's on that one.
So this
Have him
is
sign it right
a
there.
collector's item on top of that. Because it is his first, and the first of anything is always good to have in your repertoire so you can let people know I've been following him since the beginning.
Have him sign it on camera so
Yeah,
everyone
it's
knows
up
that
there.
it's certified.
It's
Yeah.
real.
Oh, you can do it.
So this
You
is
can do it
our
right there.
certified copy.
So
So-
see, this is what they see. So right
So
there.
this goes for 20. Now it's going for $21 because I signed it.
Oh, okay.
Value just went
$21.
up. It just went up another dollar.
ISIS. Yeah, you guys are.
Wait, they can see because it's on. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
let
one?
me switch cameras. Hold on.
ISIS,
ISIS, you got to put
be
that camera
aware
back.
of the camera
Yeah.
that's in front of you.
You.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
this is
My
the
bad.
main camera. So Juan, you can.
Am I right or wrong?
Wait, right here. Get right
Oh,
here.
this one?
Yeah. So let me just.
There's one right in front of you.
It's right here.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yay, we can see you.
I don't
sign.
have cameras at my house, so this is new.
Yay. That's perfect.
I
Cool.
love you.
Cool.
I love all you guys.
Yay.
This is so
Cool. Yay, it's legit.
It's signed.
It's fine.
I love you.
$100.
Yeah, now it's worth $100.
Yeah, it's $100 now. Okay,
Look,
cool.
everybody, it's
Awesome.
signed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show it to Instagram.
And
And
just so,
Instagram, he
am
signed
I
it.
still on, Noah?
Yeah.
Okay. And just so you know, like, this band is so amazing, not just because they're talented, but they give back. They're always at the church, at the homeless shelter, helping everybody. And a lot of people don't say that, and they don't do it for that. But I'm the one that's gonna say, I've seen them help elderly people, churches, at Christmases, and they give gifts out. So they're an amazing family, and this is not fake, this is who they are.
Thank you.
Aw.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Juan.
That means a lot because, we don't do it for any fame,
Recognition.
fortune, or, we do it because there's a need and we're there to help fill that need for people who are in need.
Yes.
And, that's what community is about. It's about being a part of something bigger than yourself, something that's more important than you. And so that's what we're about. And you're right about that. We're not phony. We're not fake. We do it because we love. And we particularly love our elders too, because
I see that.
we learn a lot from them. They pass on information that we can take on and grow from. So, yeah, and that's what community is all about.
And we need more parents like these two right here, Noah
Aw.
and Maestro, for real.
Yes.
I'm gonna give a hand for them for raising great kids and making a difference in not just San Francisco, the Bay Area, and further than that. So I want to thank you guys for having me here.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
that's why I want to, when I was here, it's supposed to be special guests. I want to showcase you guys and what you do, because I know you for 20 years or 30 years. So I want you to know what they're about and who they are and how great they are and amazing they are. So they need that.
Aw,
Excellent.
thank you. Thank you. We got YouTube love. We've got so much Facebook love. So much.
So you want to answer some of those questions?
Yeah, but someone asked, wait, people have seen the video, Fly Again. Yay, Lenny Lucas. Lenny Lucas is the guitar player for Enchantment. He performs with them. So, yeah. I love Enchantment. Everyone should know I love Enchantment.
Oh, can I say something about the video?
Yeah.
So, I called Maestro and I said, because I already had a band to do the video, and I said, Maestro, can I borrow a couple of your kids? I just need a bass and guitar. He said, oh, no, we're a family. We work together. I'm like, okay, let me see my budget. And then I'm going, that makes sense, so I fired the other people. And I said, I can get the whole family? And I'm like, that was the best move, and I love that you not demanded it, but asked for it and said, this will be ours in unit, and this is a family. We don't separate this family. So I give you props on that, and I got it. So, and that made a lot of sense. And that's why the whole band, the whole family's in this video.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for asking us, dear brother, because that meant a whole lot. We were pumped, and the video, man.
It's
Peter
beautiful.
Michael.
Yeah.
Peter Michael is
Yeah.
awesome. Your
Yeah,
brother
great
is
job.
off the
Peter
chain.
Michael, what don't you do?
Peter Michael
Right.
is I told Peter Michael he is the modern day Gordon Parks.
If Gordon Parks
Is it-
played multiple instruments and was a composer and arranger, and
Yeah. He's like, it's endless with your brother, man. This
Yeah.
guy does everything. It's like, wow.
And he's so easy to work with. He's so kind. He's about God, him and his wife.
Yeah.
Patrice. They just love people and they love making a difference. So I'm just blessed to have my family, all my family. And, we just trying to make a better life for everybody and just, bring music to enjoy to everybody that listen to our music. And this is part of my family. They are my family.
Thank you. Well, everybody thinks I'm an Escovedo anyway.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you look like them.
They don't know if you're a DeBarge or
I know.
an Escovedo.
I know, and then when Elle was over, what was funny is because there's so many things shared online that I can't respond to everything, but so many people were like, I knew it, she is a DeBarge, or I knew it, she is an Escovedo, and I'm like, okay, I can't respond to everything.
Rumors going around on Facebook.
So
Yeah.
do you have the video lined up yet?
Our video or Fly Again?
Fly again.
Okay, so
That's your video, Fly Again.
Okay.
That's you guys.
let me get that together. Keep talking to the people, please. Keep
Okay.
talking
And just
to
so
the
you know,
people.
I'm gonna be working on my second CD, and of course, you guys are now
We're gonna play on it.
Yeah, baby.
All of you guys gonna play on the next one.
Oh
I got
my
3 songs in the workings, so I'm gonna fit the right one that works with you guys.
Okay, Juan, we know where you live. I'm gonna knock on your door and be like, yo,
We signed a contract now. 'Cause, you know,
what's up?
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So let's see if I can figure this out. It depends on this, honey, because it's a little
Oh,
finicky.
okay.
Well, while,
The tech
while
is
it
like-
is buffering,
Yeah.
again,
Instagram, you got any questions for Uncle Juan? Got any questions?
Nothing too difficult.
Yeah, nothing too different. Or
Or personal.
Facebook, you guys got any questions? YouTube, questions for Uncle Juan?
any questions for Juan
Oh,
about the family?
I have a
Anything?
question. You have a question? You go first.
It's kind of unrelated, but I was wondering about your tattoos.
Ah.
Okay.
You have to show us all of them.
Oh,
Okay.
So, I'm walking down the street in Berkeley. I was with some girl, somebody else, my girlfriend. So she said, I'm going to get my nails done. And she said, it's going to take an hour. She said, go do something, walk around them. So next door was a tattoo place. So I said, I'm going in there. So I designed these, and this just says J.E. Because I'm like, what would I put on my arm? Because I didn't want a tattoo. I was just walking down the street. And I said, well, I got, hour to kill. Why not put a tattoo on? So that's what I did. And I designed it, and that's it.
Oh,
So that's the
wow.
story
Nice. Okay, so I have the video lined up
Isn't
now.
that the same symbol that's on your album? Is that the same symbol?
No.
No,
Is it?
this looks-
Is it?
Let me see.
I don't think so.
Juan, you should know what's on your
I
album.
should know. And then I have one more here and this
No,
one.
I don't think so.
In the front.
Okay.
Is front.
Well, now I'm going
No.
to
Just-
show
yeah,
everyone on Facebook and YouTube Fly Again by Juan Escovedo. Okay.
I can't help but give in to this feeling I'm having for you. For you. It's like swimming again, shallow to the deep end, so true, so cool. I think about everything that I've gone through, but I wanna take this chance, a chance with you. I wanna know how to fly again. New love has found my heart within. I wanna know how to fly again with you. wanna share everything, my life with you. I wanna know how to fly again. I wanna know how to fly. New love has found my heart. Has found my heart. I wanna know how to fly. Can you show me how to fly again? With you, with you. I know we're gonna go through stormy weather, but I don't care as long as we're together, together. You show me so many things. Can you show me how to fly? Fly. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. Can you show me how to fly? Yeah. New love has found my heart. It's found its way into my heart. I wanna know. Now I wanna know how far we can fly, baby. With you, yeah. Can you show me how to fly? Love has found my heart. I wanna fly,
All right, here we go. All right, so we're back on Facebook and YouTube. We're back.
That comes from your mother's side.
Okay, Kiki, get out of the way, babe.
Baldness comes through your mother's side of the family.
Okay, and I'm gonna switch.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, darlings, we're back. We're live on Facebook and YouTube again. They're talking about male pattern baldness, and we're live.
No, they have a
I
question.
have a question from YouTube that's from my godfather.
Okay, a question from
Okay, so
YouTube.
this is from, let me see, where is it?
Speak up,
It's
Puka.
Brandy, the one that we met, the lady that we met at in LA, who we said that looked like Gladys Knight.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Gladys.
Okay, here's the question. Juan, I love Bay Area funk. I grew up listening to Cold Blood. Who did you listen to back in the day?
As far as funk music, you think?
I think it's just any,
In general?
in general.
Well, we're fortunate enough to be on 9th Avenue, East 21st, so Tower Power was around, Sliding Family Stone.
Yeah, baby.
So I'm thinking about funk. So Earth, Wind and Fire came around. So actually, like John Paris, a good friend of mine, was raised in Oakland. He was a tech for Sheila. Now he's been with Earth and Fire for 20-some years. You know, John Paris. Levi Caesar from Oakland, Richmond, played with Prince. Bonnie Boyer, who passed away, but she's from Oakland, played with Prince.
Haven't heard them.
Levi's, let's see, the other guitar player, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of, if you look up all the musicians that play with Prince and Sliding Family Stone, Lynn Mabry from Richmond, ended up playing with Sheila. If you look at the influence that Tony, Raphael Sadiq was Ray Wiggins back in the day, played with us when he was 18. And so if you look at the history really of Oakland and how much we contribute to
Oakland and the Bay Area.
the Bay Area
Yeah.
Santana. Santana used to come to my father's house when he was 18. Tito Puente, Japito
Graham.
Arias. Sorry?
Larry Graham.
Larry Graham, yes. Larry Graham. There's a lot of musicians that came from Oakland.
Yeah.
And it's because, I think, it's because we have the best musicians. And I'm gonna tell you a quick story. So, the bass player that used to play with us, Mark VW, came from Europe, and he always wanted to play with Tower Power. So the way he thought to get to Tower, he came from Europe to be with us in Oakland. And he played with my father for 20 years, and then he ended up with Tower Power. But also, he's the one that got hit by the train. I don't know if you
Oh,
remember
that's
that.
right, yeah.
Yeah. So he got hit.
How's he doing?
He's great, amazing. He's doing, so what happens, in case people don't know, the train was here stopped in front of Yoshi's. So the horn was beeping, so he thought that train was stopped and the horn was beeping. But there's another train came behind. So he was walking, him and the drummer for Town Power.
David Garibaldi?
David Garibaldi, thank you. David Garibaldi pushed him out the way, so they both got hit.
Oh.
But that's why we're trying to protest and see, like, that should never happen again. It's like, so when the train is stopped and you're beeping the horn, you're thinking that's the train, but there's another one comes by and you don't know. But anyway, they're both healthy. God bless them both. They're doing amazingly well. They've been touring within the last 10 years, I think it happened, and they're all good. So anyway, back to the question. Yeah, there's so many amazing musicians in Oakland, San Francisco. What we got, we're blessed to have Oakland, San Francisco, Berkeley, San Jose, Richmond. It's just a variety of people here, and you always see the grooves and people that play together and we're united. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, Mexican. No, that's how we roll out here.
That's how we roll.
And we don't go to LA to make it famous and then you're struggling or trying to be there. We're here in Oakland. We support each other. We've always been like that.
Yeah.
And I know 1,000 musicians that I would call, and it's not because they're just amazing, but they are. But they're good people here in the Bay Area, and we support each other. So, so it works out.
Let me tell you a quick story about when I signed with Maurice White's label, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Right? So he got a hold of our CD, my CD that I cut way back in the day, and it's funny because you're playing on that CD. Let's talk about that.
I missed that check.
Yeah. Hey man, I ain't got paid yet. Still, but this CD right here.
Oh, cool. Oh, nice.
Yeah, from 95, 4 or 5, I think I cut that record, right, with the jazz hieroglyphics, and he got a hold of that album. Well, anyway, when I talked to him, I noticed that a lot of his musicians were from the Bay Area. I said, "You got all these cats in yo. What happened to all the cats from Chicago and Memphis?" He said, "Man, I fired them people a long time ago." He said, "The funk is in the Bay Area." That's just what he said. He said it just like that. He said, "The funk is in the Bay Area." That came from one of the greatest musical minds in black music. And, for him to say that really says a lot for Bay Area musicians, and that we have a legacy right here in the Bay Area of greatness. The Escovedos, the Santanas, the Johnny Mathis. I mean, the list is really long. Confunction.
Tower
Power.
And I forgot to mention Miko Weaver on guitar.
Yeah, Miko Weaver, yeah. I mean, the list is so long, we'll be here till next. I mean, not only that, the music was so profound in the Bay Area that everyone felt that this was a mecca that they had to, this was sort of like a proving ground that you had to come to the Bay Area. And so you had Creedence Clearwater Revival, you had Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship,
Doobie Brothers.
Grateful Dead,
Doobie
Doobie Brothers. I mean, this thing is so long.
Journey.
Journey.
I mean, you know,
Doobie Brothers.
You said that?
Oh, you already did.
it's the group, rock group in Marin, from Marin.
Doobie Brothers.
Are you talking about Green Day?
Green Day.
Green Day. No, the
Yeah.
not Johnny
That's
Brothers.
very.
Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh, Huey Lewis and the News.
And my brother toured with Huey Lewis in the news also.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, very long, illustrious list of players. And your family's played with probably almost all of them. Some kind of way we all intermingled in and out of all these groups. Not to mention the jazz side of things, which I was a deep jazz cat. And so, yeah, the funk is right here in the Bay Area.
Word. We are at an hour and a half.
Oh my.
So Isis, do you want to do your interview with your
yes,
Uncle
yeah.
Juan? What'd you say, son?
And then I want to sing one song,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Move out the way.
Okay, let me move.
but I
Everybody's got to rule the world, right?
Yeah.
Is that the name of it?
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Yeah.
That's our favorite track on Uncle Juan's album because he sang it.
I play
I
it every
sing.
day.
This first time I sang lead, so yeah.
I play that song every day.
You know, everybody in
Yeah, you need to sing more lead.
everybody in your
Yeah.
family got a beautiful
You did
voice.
a great,
Oh,
great
thank you.
job.
We'll see what happens.
To be honest, I don't mean to be messy, but I never really heard that song till you did it.
Please, let me turn on the
Yeah, I
lights.
like your version. I don't
Yeah, we changed it up.
Okay, sorry guys.
Why changed it?
Yeah.
Oh, Hall & Oates. Did we get Hall & Oates? They're Bay Area.
Oh,
Are they Bay Area?
no.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They may
Good
have-
try though.
Good try.
they may have-
Good try though.
Wait. Brandy said, I thought Huey Lewis and the News were Canadian.
They're from Walnut Creek.
Oh.
Wait, did they say comedians?
Like Canadian.
Oh, I was like,
Oh, that's Wham.
damn.
Oh,
I love me
right.
some Wham. Wake me up
Oh, the group of
before you go,
guitar players from Marin.
go.
But so, just so you know, Noah, I am in no hurry. This is like
Oh, okay,
fun.
cool, yay.
From Marin.
Okay, well then
I'm
we'll
having
get the
fun.
air mattress out and then you can spend the night.
Put me in the balcony
Daddy. Always from Seattle.
with the chipmunks and the birds. And
Oh my gosh.
Daddy, what are you talking about?
Okay, here we go.
this feel like home.
Well, there's
Big,
so many.
big rock group.
Okay.
Are you talking about Metallica?
Metallica.
Oh, Metallica.
Daddy doesn't give a great explanation.
Yeah, you got his master puppets. The one that mommy liked.
Daddy, he wants to go
Oh, the name's really weird. I can't figure it out.
Wait, Isis, did you write the
Oh, you guys,
Yeah, Mama's
wish
gonna-
Deja happy
Mama's gonna feel it
birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Deja's watching from Maryland.
Mama, are you gonna
Oh yeah. I can flip it. So
We get to,
when he gets to help me to decide, so then what you're gonna do because it's blend. It's like a verse.
Hey man,
Yeah, then
I
you're
don't
just
even
gonna
know my own
flip it that
song.
way.
Yeah.
like that.
That's like the big joke in the family, right?
Like that as well.
It's just two.
Oh, that was
So it's like a post-it.
so bad. No, Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy, why'd you do that?
Okay, here we go.
And I toured with her for 2 years.
Okay, here we go.
Does she
Everybody.
always forget her lyrics? Okay, Dad, you don't have to feel bad.
Man, I used to bodyguard for Patti LaBelle.
I know. I'm sure Papa C got good Patti LaBelle stories being her bodyguard.
Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh huh.
You know that?
I was much bigger.
Papa C is like
Much.
Forrest Gump.
Much.
Little Milton.
Would you call me?
Forrest Gump. Okay, who am I not seeing? Phoenix. I can't see you, baby.
Phoenix, come on.
Pizza, you in it?
Yes.
Okay, let's get this going. And remember, this is a live rehearsal, so we can stop and start.
Wait, so nobody had no questions about me? Nothing? They don't
What?
care
Oh, I
about
didn't
me?
see. I didn't see.
Oh,
I didn't see. Wait, I didn't.
I don't feel good about this.
We
We got
No, they're
a
gonna
bunch of
actually
questions for
interview
you,
you in a
but
minute.
we want to do your song.
No, they're talking. He's talking about Facebook.
Oh,
Okay, hold on. Let me go up. Hello, Juan. Didn't you play with Confunction?
Oh, that's one question. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I
Did
did.
you?
for a second.
That was bizarre. Yeah, that's nice.
That's really nice. But that's something. But actually, my brother played with them for a while. No, first Sheila, their first
Oh,
CD.
that's
She was on
right.
their first two albums. Then my brother played, and then I did, and then now Renee Escovedo, my cousin, been with them for the last 5, 6 years.
Oh, that's cool. I
They
saw.
always said, I'm sorry.
Oh no,
They
go.
always said, we gotta have an Escovedo every tour. So I think my son is 8. He might be ready in a couple of years.
I love that.
Oh,
I love that.
What's his name? Evan?
Well, I saw Sheila do an interview. I saw Sheila do an interview where she said she would help everyone with their afros. Pick out, and she would curl her hair, and she would help everybody in the band with their afros get that nice shape back in the day. But Juan, people are loving your video. Lenny Lucas said, "Wow, I can watch that video over and over again."
Which one?
Fly Again.
Oh, nice.
And beautiful song, very soothing. So yeah, people love it. So this is another track from Juan Escovedo's album, The J.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back.
it
So
good?
good. That's a hard song.
Are you singing more songs on your second album?
Next one I am.
Yay!
Question?
Who says this?
Is it here?
Oh,
Is it here?
Oh, oops.
Mama, you sing it.
I sing it.
Sing the first verse, because you didn't have the lyrics on there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's
Wait,
fine.
I can pull it up on this. Hold on. Hold please. Where's my phone? Oh, I got it. Hold on, Juan. I got you. Hold on, Juan.
Come on now, baby. Let me see you groove to the cha-cha-cha. Let the rhythm move you. Keto, oh yeah, go over.
lyrics. No. And so that's why I only had the first
They're
verse.
sexually explicit.
And I was like, Juan and Peter Michael got all sexy in this song.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't sing those lyrics. So that's my fault.
It worked out good.
That's my fault. It sounded good. It sounded good. Let's check that. Yeah, well, it's up to you. You guys can keep playing. Somebody said that was nice. Juan reminds me of his father, great soloist. We got clapping emojis, dancing emojis. Brazil is in the house. All right, we got international up in here. Okay. Instagram, we got clapping emojis. Tracy from Oakland. Oakland's in the house.
You know when you change your accent every time you read something? Like, where are you from?
She does that a lot.
Right.
I know, like when someone's from New York, I'm like, New York's in the house, Brooklyn.
But I like that. That's fine.
Okay, so you guys gonna play some more? Or are we gonna do a little interview?
I think we should do an interview.
Yeah, we should do it.
And then so we can get y'all some food, man.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah, we
got
want to do it until 10.
Oh wait, now the libraries are still being.
No, I got it.
whatever. Okay, interview time. So Za, I'm gonna need. Okay, so.
And when are we gonna do the game? So we should have pictures.
Oh, I know. I gotta get more. I have videos.
Oh my god, okay. Videos? Oh yeah, pictures.
I have like one picture where Juan had like beautifully bleached hair, but
Okay,
just.
what about him and
Oh yeah, see that's a video.
They got the question.
Okay, I see small and Uncle Juan here.
Do I sit here and move the drums?
Oh yeah, we can move the drums. I see small help me move the drums out of the way. And I'm gonna move up Instagram. Alright, Instagram.
Is that good?
Sorry. Oh, Tracy says that Juan, I saw you several times with El DeBarge. I took photos with the two of you.
Oh, nice. Tell her to, cause she sent them.
Oh yeah. Can you DM them to us so we can send it to Uncle Juan? Okay, here we go.
First,
That's
I need you. Please stay right there. Do you want something to drink?
I got
We got some milk, we got sparkling water, we have just regular water, we got milk, apple juice.
Oh yeah, send me, get some, Zah, send me something to drink.
Oh yeah.
Do you have
Do you want something to drink?
Whoa.
Yeah. Do you want apple juice? Sahara, can you pour a glass of apple juice? Apple juice, okay.
Say that again?
Do you want anything to drink? We have
Juice?
water,
I see
juice,
some.
apple
I see
juice.
some.
I got juice.
Just a little bit, man.
Right there. Alright. Alright, so he's gonna take a little break. We'll be
Okay.
back in like 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes.
Now please enjoy the music.
Yeah, enjoy.
Venus, if you're gonna say
And until then, enjoy the music by Papa C. Oh, Jane Roper from the UK. Still watching. Okay, honey, you want to talk to the peoples? You want to talk to the peoples? I have that camera on for you right now,
All right.
but I can change
So
you.
Juan and I will sit together like we did.
Okay. Well, I can have you. Isis can change. You've got to find a more comfortable seat, unless you want to bring that white chair behind
No,
them.
I'm tired of sitting in these chairs. Ooh,
Oh, okay.
they're doing something
Hey,
to
Nani.
my buttocks.
Bring the blue chair with the rollers for Daddy. He can sit in between Isis and Uncle Juan.
Sahara, don't leave my precious glasses on the floor.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, sorry.
Here we are.
No, Isis can sit in the middle. I'll sit on the end.
Can you get back up from there?
You're doing
I'm
this.
Just kidding. A little knees joke there.
Yeah, I'll sit right here.
Oh, hey, Ken Murph is watching. Remember we were on his radio show.
Hey, Murph.
He said, by the way, thank you for the music and the autographed CD.
All right,
Fun.
Great apple juice.
Okay.
Grocery outlet.
Grocery outlet. Bargain market.
It's like,
So first
it's all
Hold on, I
organic.
see small.
It's really good.
It's
Yeah.
only like $3.49.
Let me
Okay,
make
y'all
sure.
ready for the interview?
Where you want at?
I
Okay.
just went and bought up a whole bunch of them.
It's good.
Y'all ready for the
Stro,
interview?
you gotta get in tighter, honey, because I can't get you all in on Instagram.
Is that cool to put it here? or not?
Hello, Soulful Family, Belleville, Illinois in the house. Okay.
All right.
Okay, hold on, let me make sure everyone's in on Instagram. We can see you guys great on Facebook and YouTube. Whew.
All right. So, my amazing godfather who needs no introduction, Juan Escovedo. Okay, first question.
By the way, man, I heard your mom do a whistle the other day. Did y'all catch that?
That was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, she went.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my right. God. She was
Right,
trying.
yeah,
My
yeah.
ears
I was like,
were-
wow.
My
Okay.
ears felt like they were bleeding.
Just so you know, back in the days, when we play in the front of the street and the lights go off, my mother go, the whole neighborhood knows it's time to go inside. My mother ran the whole block.
I love it. I believe it.
All right, so first question. How old were you when you started playing percussion?
Speaking the mic.
Yeah, how old were you when you started playing percussion?
Actually, it's hard to say because like you guys, I just grew up in hearing music. So we will always beat on rhythms and things, but
Pass it back.
so we always beat on instruments and drums, and because in the front room my father had congas, timbales, whatever, djembes, a lot of hand percussion stuff. So pots and pans.
Yeah.
So we just play. I feel bad for my mother now that I grew up and knew what she went through. Cause we would play in the kitchen, cause the kitchen had the great sound.
Right.
Kitchen in the pots.
Record in the kitchen sometime.
Man, that sound was so amazing.
Bathroom and kitchen.
Right, and the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then, so Sheila's in one room playing, practicing, my brother's in one room. Excuse me, I'm in another room. So we're playing different music because growing up in Oakland, we learned, I didn't like salsa music in the beginning because I didn't understand it. So that's not the tune four, that's clave, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it's a whole nother rhythm.
Yeah.
So growing up, we just, the Jacksons and, Marvin Gaye and all the I don't want to say simple music, but easier to listen to when you're young. So songs you can relate to. So when we got older and playing rhythms and stuff, we started playing together, like just having fun. Like this is fun. We're playing rhythms. We didn't know we were playing music. We're just feeling the beat and the rhythm. And then when my father and stuff, they started having the bands come in and rehearse, and then they saw us playing, and that's the best part of it is that we didn't know if we were right. There's no right or wrong, but we had the rhythm, the timing, like you do. You have the timing, and then when you get these professional people coming around saying, no, you play it this way, right? On the congas, and how you cover your hands and get that slap. And once I'm like, man, then it became like work or business, like, okay, this is serious.
Yeah.
Like, cause first it's just fun. It was still fun, but when somebody's trying to teach you the proper way of playing, in my head, I'm like, okay, there's a proper way to play it. Like, I'm just having fun and doing a rhythm.
Right.
And then when I learned the proper way of playing, then I got more into better musicians and how they play their instrument.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know there's another way, another level of playing music. And then once I started learning, and my Uncle Cole saying, hit the bongos like this. My father saying you're holding the cowbell wrong. It has to be a tone. Open your hand to the left, get that tone. Hold the cowbell this way, hold the timbales. So once you started learning that, like I said, it was still fun, but then you knew, then it's business. Now it's like, oh, you can do something, you can make money doing this. So we played all the time in front of the family and stuff, and you start to notice like, all the family played, you know, like musician, percussion player. But then I was being taught the proper way of playing. Then you start seeing the difference. It's like, man, they don't play like us. We're learning the right way and correct way. But at that time, when you're 12 or 11, you don't know. And then you start to develop this playing to where people start to call you and say, I want you to play in my band.
Right.
And how come the other guys are not getting hired? Right?
Right.
At that age, I found out because we learned in the right way and the tone and quality was different. So we started getting better and better, and then we started our own band and stuff. And then we started playing at the schools, and people started hiring us. And then, of course, you know, you do it for free out of love of playing music. But when you start saying, you know, $5, $10, it's like, man, let me practice a little more.
Right.
And you get 100, 200. You gotta know now. It's like, so with then it started taking a toll where you like, do you want to do this for a living? So there's a change of having fun, learning the proper way of playing, doing it for a living, but we still had to hold a job to pay our bills and help mom. We were still at home. So back then, you know, we were raised like, we didn't have to, but we were raised like chip in and help moms with the food, help, you know, the bills and stuff. And then we started making more money, and then we started like I said, doing our own band and started going outside of Oakland. We're like, we balling. When we went to LA, it was like, LA, Hollywood. We was in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, they know that.
That was a big, that was like, we made it. Right? Nope. It's just another gig until the money really come in. But yeah, we started, I think I started like 10, 11.
I got a question on Facebook from Ken Merck. How long did it take to adjust from your way to the professional way?
Oh, that's a good question. So my way is, like I was just saying, my way was just the rhythm, just being on time. That's the main thing they were teaching us. Like, I had the worst timing in the family. Clock. You got a lot. That's what I was telling you. And we're related. I could not get the 1, 2, 3, 4. I just played. I played too fast, too slow. They kept saying, "Here's the beat." I'm like, I feel the beat. So it was way too fast. So. Oh man!
And both of you happen to be Pisces.
Yeah, in Pisces. I'm like, what's the difference? I did not know for years. Like, it feels good to me. They're going, you're speeding up. I'm like,
I can
speeding
never
up?
feel it.
Oh, I couldn't feel it. Like this, I'm going. They say, where you going? You in a hurry?
I said, that is so Isis.
Why?
That's Isis.
I always said, you waiting on the cab or whatever. Well, why are you going so fast? I'm like, that's what I feel. I could not feel the beat. So, just like Jermaine, Marlon. Remember when he was dancing with the Jacksons?
Right.
His feet was not good with the rest of the Jacksons. He didn't have the timing. But the thing is, I was willing to learn, but I was, to me, better soloist because I had so many chops. It wasn't on time, but it was good.
Yeah.
Right?
Good.
So right in your head, you know, all these rolls. I was like, speed, all this stuff, but I wasn't on time.
Mm-hmm.
But once I fixed the timing, I was ahead of them.
Wow.
Right? So it took me a while to understand what the beat was. And I also teach at schools now. And I tell them same thing, like, you're just excited, you're young, you wanna play, you wanna express yourself, but they don't know where the one is, right? And you don't want them to feel bad and say you're off timing, cause you want them to still express themselves and have fun. So that's I think the hardest thing of teaching is finding cause there's licks, there's so many licks in between the 1, 2, 3,
Right.
4. So they're going, "Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da," and I'm going, and they're laughing, having fun, they're going, how do I tell them, you're way too fast for this rhythm, right? Without hurting their feelings.
Right.
Cause they're expressing themselves, so you don't want to take that away from them. So
Right,
that's,
right.
right?
Right,
Because-
it's a really
Oh,
fine,
man, yeah,
it's a fine, area that you gotta
It
walk.
is.
Cause you don't wanna discourage them.
that part, I don't wanna say you're doing it wrong, which I would never say, but the timing, so I try to just slowly, I put my hand on their hand and say, here's where the beat is. Play in there, right?
Right.
Cause they're going too fast, but they feeling what they feel. So anyway, I think once I learned my timing and then knew how, the proper way of playing and the structure of the song.
Mhm.
I didn't know verses, I didn't know intro, I didn't know bridges, I didn't know chord changes, I didn't know, so I took a class on piano, which is good with all you kids, that's
Right.
learning notes, learning how to read.
Right,
So being a percussion player, I didn't know how to read. My father does it, Sheila does it.
mhm,
So I took a course on reading, how to write and arrange songs.
mhm.
Even though it took me 7 years to work on this CD, it's so good to me
Oh, yeah, it is.
because I put
That's
in the
great.
work years,
That's right.
way years before.
It's a
So
beautiful
it
piece of
takes
work.
time, thank you. But that's just knowledge. That's why you just keep going, you keep learning, you keep listening to other musicians.
That's right.
And you have somebody like your father that can guide you and tell you what's right and what's wrong without hurting your feelings, but to help you to be able to become a better musician, right? There's people that will criticize you and say, and I've seen musicians give up because somebody didn't tell them the
Oh,
right
man.
way
Tell me
to
about
teach them.
that.
I hate that. And they go back to me, and I known them when they were younger, and man, I gave up on playing music because my teacher was mean, I couldn't do this. And then they stopped, but then they come back because of love of music.
Man.
So 10 years gone by, and they could have been way better because they stopped because a teacher told them something that
Yep.
hurt their feelings and didn't
I had
guide
that
them the
happen.
right way.
I had that happen. I had a situation, I went out with Lenny Williams and Phyllis Hyman. We did the Caribbean, and I left my piano students with this famous person, and he discouraged them. When I got back off that tour, their parents were peeved at me because I thought I was leaving it in the right hands. They don't even play music anymore. And I saw them maybe about one of the parents, maybe about 12 years ago, still holding that grudge. Still holding that grudge. I mean, that was my responsibility. And music is so valuable and so important. It is our birthright. Music is our birthright, and when you take that, you zap that away from a person, you're taking away a lifeline, you know. And yeah, people say they don't have regrets. That's one.
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah.
And then this lady was down the street, I was taking piano lessons, and she smelled like Bengay. Like she about to go. I thought she had 2 more days left, and she about to go. It stank. It smelled like death, I'm being real. She was old, and she like, ding, ding, ding. That ain't fun to me.
Right.
You're like 110, you smell like Bengay, and it's dark.
Oh,
It's dark, and I'm like, where's your coffin? You about to go soon. And I'm only 12. So do I want to teach you like that? No. So I stopped playing.
I had one like that. I had one
Oh,
like that.
man. Yeah, it was not fun.
San Francisco. I'm not even gonna
And
say
then she
the name.
slapped your hand when you hit the
Oh
roll.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Why you slap my hand?
And they were slapping my hand in college.
Right. Really?
At
Really?
Grambling.
That's
Grambling.
not cool.
Yeah, and the person that slapped my hand slapped the wrong person's hand, and she
Oh,
almost
man.
threw her out the window. Big Marsha. Big Marsha.
Big Marsha.
Big Marsha. did-
That's the best.
And you never forget that name.
Big
So
Marsha
just
was the one
remember-
that threw the lady, almost threw the lady out the window.
But just remember, when your kids have that talent or love for anything, it could be music or anything, just support them. Let them enjoy their life, and you know it's short. Life is short, so just support them. Let them go where they're gonna go. They don't have to be musicians, but being a musician and playing music, give life to not just to that person, but everybody around you.
Yeah.
When somebody come up with a guitar and start singing, I'm just happy. My joy just
Yes.
comes up. So, you know, you don't have to do it for a living, but you can have a day job, good job, but that release of music, meditation, all that stuff, I think is very important.
Yes.
You can go back and listen to songs, you know, and 20 years ago, you know, take you back to that place where you were,
Right.
happiness, or joy, or sadness, whatever. But you have a choice of listening to that song where it brought you joy. So never discourage your kids, and just always support them, and keep talking to them.
That's right.
And guide them in the right way.
So I got a question for you.
Mhm.
I got a chance to play there in the famous Mr. E's. Do you miss it?
Heck to the yes.
Yeah.
You guys have to say what Mr. E's was.
Well, Mr. E's was your family's club in Oakland over on Shattuck Street. And it was such a great venue, man. You go down in the bottom there, they had the stage. It was just a beautiful place. I got a chance to play there twice with my group, the Jazz Hieroglyphics.
Okay.
And Zena was running the door. That's the first time I
Was she nice to you?
Oh, Zena was cool.
Yeah.
She was actually.
Was she
perfect.
nice to you?
I didn't know
Back
you
then.
had a club in Cumberland.
We had 3 clubs, 4 clubs.
Wow.
So this is funny. So I took Sammy down there, cause we just played at Freight and Salvage for my father's 88th birthday. So I brought Sammy, I said, this is our old club we used to play at. So we went downstairs. It was a Friday night, there was 2 people in there. I said, this is crazy. Why is nobody in here? It used to be packed when we were there. Talked to the manager, and I said, can I get the owner's number so we can talk? So he called me the other day, 2 days ago. He wants me to help run it. Talking about a full circle.
Wow.
Whoa.
He wants me to help run the club.
We want to play there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Escovedo's created that. That would be cool if Escovedo's could breathe life back into that.
Back into it. And it looks nice. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That was an awesome club. Yeah. When we played there, we were like, we're on our way. We playing in Mr. E's, you know. Yeah, that was a highlight. I just put that group together. Jaye, he's gone now.
Yeah, I know Jack Sax.
Yeah, he
Great
was
man.
part of my original band. In fact, that's the band that did that record. And that's the record that got me signed. I got a gold record in there. That's the record that got me signed to Columbia Records. Maurice got a hold of that record.
That was an amazing band.
Yeah. So I got a family question for you. Where's your mom from?
New Orleans.
So tell us a little bit about mom.
So her parents from
This
New
is
Orleans.
remarkable.
But she came out here when she was younger. She met my father when they were, I think my mother was 15 or 16. She always said, this is the first guy I ever kissed, was my father.
Aww.
And my father goes, what's in New Orleans?
Aw.
It's because, you know,
Oh my
he
God.
came from Mexico, his parents. So he came out here, and So once they got together, like she always says at the gig and stuff, he was just sharp. So he was raised poor, and you know, so he always learned that if you have one suit, you can make it, right? So he had one black suit, black tie, white shirt, and she said he was always sharp, but it was the same suit. But that suit,
Wow.
because he saw jazz musicians back in the day, so they always had a suit and tie.
Right.
Till today, his suits are lined up, black suit, white shirt. What do you put in your shoes? Your
The shoehorn.
shoehorn. He has a shoehorn in all the shoes, so, you know, organized. He folds his underwear inside. I don't know who does that.
I used to.
Really? I ain't got time for that.
But that's from actually being in the military. That's
That part.
yeah.
His pajamas. He goes to bed, he folds his pajamas. And it's like, his socks are folded. I'm like, my socks are just thrown, whatever color comes out. It could be white, green, right?
I need to have a pair of pajamas.
See? So, and it's nice to see, but it's too much work for me. But anyway, so he's so clean, and so they met, they got married. I think Mom's was 18, right out of high school. She was 18, Pops was 19, they got married. And then, even though he had 4 kids, he said, I'm the best one he ever had, and my mother says the same thing.
Wow. So I think what a lot of people don't know is that you're not only Mexican, but you're also black.
Oh yeah, Creole's black, French,
Yeah.
and Indian.
Yeah.
All day.
So a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people see Escovedo, they don't know that you and Sheila here are Mexican and
Oh
black.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because people ask me. I said, well, I saw his mom. His mom, she looks like a black woman. I said, yeah, you're from New Orleans. That's my
Right.
homegirl. Yeah.
And all my uncles married black women. All of them, which is good. So we're a mixture. And then on my brother's side, they married all these Filipinos, so we just mixed up.
We call that down south in Louisiana. We call that a Heinz 57.
Oh, what does that mean?
So, you know what Heinz 57 is? The
Sauce.
It's like sauce, right?
Gotcha.
Well, it's got everything in it.
Gotcha.
It's mixed all
We
up.
call it gumbo.
Yeah, we call it
Hey, sir.
gumbo. We call it gumbo too.
Gotcha.
That's cool. Any more questions out there?
I got a question. Juan, do you still do those dance moves that you used to do with Sheila and Love Bazaar?
Can you still do them?
I can do everything I used to do. Just because I'm 64, I can still hurt you.
You don't even look
Period.
54.
64.
64 seems like you don't even look 64.
Okay, what beauty products do you use?
It's called soap. Soap, soap, deodorant, and shampoo. That's all I do.
No, because it's a performance that you and Sheila are doing, solid gold. And you got this
wow.
long
Yes.
coat.
We got
And what's
some-
funny,
Wait
what's
a minute.
funny
You
is,
guys want solid gold?
oh yeah,
You want
Couple-
solid gold with
solid gold like Dionne Warwick. No,
Well-
Dionne didn't sing with them. It's solid gold.
I think
1985.
that's
Oh
when
my
I'm at
God,
El
you guys
Demar.
want solid
Oh, yeah?
gold.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. I remember.
Yeah, that's when I'm
Yeah,
at El
but what's
Wow.
funny, what's cool about it? Okay, I come from a dance background. On that clip, I can't keep my eyes on Juan because Juan got the long coat, and you got the, what is that called? A gourd with the beads on it.
Oh, shake it in.
Yeah, and the way he's moving is like,
I
oh,
think
look
the
at the
stylist
swag.
like you better.
So yeah,
Really?
it's really
I'm
good.
convinced. You
So-
have the best outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best outfit.
No,
Yeah.
literally no,
Yeah.
Uncle
Yeah.
Juan, because every time we look at
All right, Peter Michael, don't take offense.
no, because every time we look at performances on Sheila, no offense on Sheila, but I'm saying Uncle Juan had the best
He
outfits.
had
I
the
want
most
his outfits, like that pink outfit, I love Bazaar, I wanted that one.
Yeah.
So,
Best.
Just like a Pisces.
So here's a story about the outfits. So when I joined the band, so I used to wear gold, a lot of gold. I wear silver now. So Prince would ask me, what kind of outfits? What do you like? And this, like, you know, I wear gold, so he called me Goldie, right? So Prince had his own wardrobe people, like I don't know, 10, 15 people. So he said, you like gold? How about a blonde streak? I'm like, oh,
That's
yeah.
fire. I gotta
That's
switch
gold.
that. Yeah.
So I'm like, that's gold. And then, so my first outfit was gold. And then, so they're on payroll. So the shoes, the shoes are 3,000. Outfits were 3,000 to 5,000. We're talking about in '85.
Whoa.
So my outfit was like 6,000 every time I performed. But luckily I had a choice, only because I was Sheila's brother. And Prince was cool with me. But the rest had to wear what they had to wear. But he always asked me, what do you like about this? So I would go to Paisley Park, and they had all the outfits and stuff, and what kind of fabric you like, glitter. So I had a choice, which was really rare and nice.
Wow.
It's only because, like I said, Sheila's brother. But the rest of them had to wear whatever they wear. So here's another story. So when we was doing the American Music Awards, Prince had this hat, this big hat. I think they spent $3 to $5 grand, and it was, So the wardrobe lady come in and said, Juan, you wearing this hat? And I looked at it, it was so big. Now I'm wearing them big. Back then, I wasn't wearing hats. So I took it off and threw it in garbage.
Oh.
So she looked at me and she goes, you threw the hat in garbage? I said, I ain't wearing it. She goes, you have to wear it. I said, I don't want to wear it. She goes, so she gets it out the garbage. She said, you have to wear it. I said, I ain't wearing it. So she goes back to Prince. Come back. I told Prince you threw it in the garbage. I said, yeah. He said, you have to wear it. I said, I'm not wearing it. So she comes back again. Prince want to talk to you. So the whole band seen what I'm doing. They go, you're fired. You're out of here. I said, I don't care. I ain't wearing that hat. So I go in Prince's room. He said, everybody out of here. I gotta talk to Juan. So everybody leave. Juan, you know how much this hat costs? I said, I don't care what it costs. I ain't wearing it. So he asked me, why you not wearing it? I said, I'm playing with you. American, like award show, I don't want to cover my face. That's why I ain't wearing it. And he goes, so I'm like, I finally made it.
Wow. Wow.
So I said, I finally made it. I ain't wearing no hat.
Yeah.
Covered my face. I'm proud to be here. He said, when he saw me cry, he said, you ain't gotta wear it. I'm like, we're good.
Oh, wow. I love it. I love it. Whoa, that's awesome. A man of principle, too. He stood his ground.
Yeah.
Prince was just an amazing brother. A lot of people don't know the insides of Prince. They see him as some sort of weird anomaly. But everyone that I knew that played with him, that was in that circle, they had nothing but great things to say about that brother, man.
Yeah.
And he's well missed. He is well missed. Yeah, wow. Wow, thank you for sharing that story.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't share
That was a jewel.
Yeah.
We got it on camera too.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Hold on, I gotta share. Okay. I gotta tell y'all, I'm loud. Okay, I gotta tell y'all. So I've always known Juan as like, oh, that's my husband's, that's family. So husband's family, my family, right? So the day that I was like, oh man, if Juan gets into a fight, I'm jumping in. It's when we were in LA, right? So this cop. So it's this cop. Okay, so when we got to see Sheila, but we were like across the street when she got her Walk of Fame, because the cops were kind of being really strict on not being able to like stand close or whatever, and there was very limited seating, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I just like being here. It's all good. And then afterwards, people were going in and taking pictures with Sheila with her star. And so Juan was like, hey, I got y'all, come on. This one cop was being
He was a
so
cop?
mean.
Who was
He
a
was a
cop?
security
Security?
guard.
He wasn't even a cop, bro. Okay, that makes it even worse. Anyway,
Probably not getting paid
a
enough to do
security dude would not like. Okay, this is Juan. This is one of the Escovedos. The family's basically, if Sheila's being honored, the family, it's very much a family affair. This dude was being such a jerk. So then Juan was like trying to be cool, keep it positive, and then when dude was just being an dollar sign, Juan was let out this, he just went off and he was like, yeah, oh man, this mother effer, which is like my most endearing term. And then the guy was like, hey. And then after that, I was like, bruh. I was like, Juan, if you get into a fight, I'm jumping in. It's on. So yeah, that's when Juan won my heart.
And everybody from Tonga gonna show up.
Cause you know, yeah, being Polynesian, I don't know if any of y'all watching out there that are Tongan or someone. Anytime someone's down for you to get into a fight with you, you jumping in.
Yeah, they be
And the whole
flying in
block
from
is surrounded.
Tonga, Samoa, Hawaii.
So that's when Juan, I was like, that's my heart right there.
They be paddling the boats. Trying to get
But
in.
I just want to say that the reason why I don't go off and do that is just because you guys drove all that way. You know, I was calling you when I was coming out there. You guys said, I'm going to get a rented car, hotel. And I saw you guys over there and I'm like, want you guys to be a part of the family.
Yeah.
And if one guy with this attitude is stopping you guys to be with
Yeah, he was
us,
being
it bothered me. So
unkind.
I usually don't go off, but
Yeah,
I
he was
did
being
because-
just, he was just over.
yeah,
He
and
was
I
over.
kept trying to say, man, this is my family, trying to shake his hand. So, just so you know.
Yeah, you
not
were real
being-
nice. You were real nice.
Trying
And
to
you
be
were,
nice.
Yeah.
but,
yeah.
You know,
Dude wouldn't even look in your eye and he was just like,
yeah.
so
So
horrible.
I tried to be polite and let you guys in, but he was a jerk. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up for family. That's what I do. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
That's
cool.
what he does.
Well, you did a good job of it. I had never seen that side
We've
of
never
it.
Yeah, I was like,
I
yeah.
said,
Never seen you like
did
that
y'all
before.
see that side of Juan?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was like, that's UFC one. That's MMA
That's my
one.
family.
That's Octagon one.
There's a question on YouTube.
Okay.
Pineville Productions. I joined late, but do you have a favorite moment when touring with your sister and Prince?
Favorite moment. Yeah. Well, there's a lot, but the main thing is because of the size of the crowd. We played in New Orleans. There was 150,000 people.
Wow.
Never seen that many people in my life. And the stage was, it's a video, I think, on YouTube maybe. But that was like, so.
Was it in the Superdome?
In New Orleans?
Yeah, was it in?
It's outdoors?
No, Superdome is the football.
Oh,
stadium.
no, it was outside. And it was like 100 feet, there's a big screen, another 100 feet, big screen.
Wow.
Like, it went so far, I couldn't even see any more people. It was like,
It was like a sea, an
Wow.
ocean.
yeah. So first, we're doing, Coliseums, it's like 20,000, 30,000 people. Doing that almost the whole tour. So we was on tour for 2 years. So when we went to this Pacific place, and I believe it was New Orleans, I said, what the heck? It's like 150, 200,000 people. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
So I will never forget that, because I don't think we ever played at a place that big and huge.
You played in the White House too, right?
Yes,
How was that?
that was nice. That was,
Did it feel like
For
oddly
Barack,
racist?
was that for Barack Obama?
no, we did the, who's the girl? Hillary Clinton, for Hillary Clinton in DC, but then later my father and sister played at the White House with Obama, which I wish I did that one. I think I was on tour with somebody else, I couldn't make that one. But,
Oh, we've got another question on Facebook. Were you in Crush Groove?
heck yeah, you don't know that? Well, you ask. Crush grooving, body moving. Yeah, Crush Groove. Oh, Crush. Yeah, I had the Blonde Street, and again,
Chasing
and
Time.
then,
Wow.
yeah, Crush Groove, that was fun, because we went to New York, and we was already on tour, so we had, New Edition was in there, Run DMC, Curtis Blow, who else was in there? Oh, so it was like, Fat Boys. So that's when I learned, hold this for a minute.
Yeah. Oh.
So, from the Fat Boys, he taught me that. So when I met him, you know, you go to New York, they like sing hardcore musicians, and Run DMC, they were just all cool, like nice. So we had all the rooms next to each other. So they kept coming out, hey, Escovedo, you know, and then I said, so that's when the Fat Boy, that song came out, and he was the bebop. And this was in the, what do you think, 80s?
Yeah.
So I said, is that you doing that bebop stuff? He goes, yeah. I said, no way. And he started showing me. He started doing. So when you do a movie, you know, you sit around for like 2 or 3 weeks to do a scene. So every day I kept going to him. Can you show me how to do that? And he would show me.
That's
and
so
show me.
cool.
So I
Who
got it down.
directed that movie? Was that Sidney Poitier?
No, that was,
I can look it up.
no, that's, the one who did, shoot. That was Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons, which was, Run's brother.
Oh, Russell directed that?
The one that did Def Jam Comedy.
Yeah.
Michael Schultz was the director, but Russell Simmons
Russell
is in
Simmons.
it.
Producer.
So is Joseph Simmons, Reverend.
Yeah,
Blair
Reverend
Underwood
Run's
was in it.
Brother, Russell Simmons.
Yeah, Blair
He
Underwood
started
was in
Def-
it.
Yeah. So that was based on kind of like a true story. Like they try to make it in New York and his brother and all that stuff. That's a dope movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the children have yet to see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Sheila and Blair are the love interests. in
Yeah,
it.
that's when I met Blair. Blair today is still the nicest guy you want to meet.
Aw.
Blair is.
We've
so
met him. I've met him once.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's so nice.
I was
you tried to
nervous and I didn't
avoid
want to
him.
meet him, and I ran right into
Is
him.
that right?
Oh, no, you tried to avoid him. You didn't really.
No, yeah, I have a weird story about when because Daddy knew Elle, and he met Elle, and then so it was after a concert, and so I didn't want to meet anybody, and when they were little, I was still really socially awkward. I always joke that Papa C socialized me. So he was like, "Oh, you want to meet them?" I was like, "No, I'm good." And so I waited outside, and then Chico came out, and I guess there were a lot of ladies, so they kept going in, and then I was left all alone feeling stupid. And then Chico came out and was like, "Do you wanna come in and meet Elle?" I didn't say anything. I just
Chico
stood.
the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was with Elle, and so I didn't even answer. I just stood there and looked at him, and I ran away. Like I literally, I ran to the bar, and I was just like, Daddy will find me whenever. And I was trying to avoid everybody, and I ran right into Blair Underwood, and he was like, "Oh, hi," and I was like, "Hi," and I just tried to go into a corner and just.
It was nice.
I know, I was
Shy.
so
He
weird.
really shy.
Yeah, Juan remembers.
that.
Yeah, I was kind of.
She's had some awkward moments with
Poor mama.
famous people.
I
She
would've never
stepped
known
on the
it was like
mayor of LA's feet.
Yeah, like I ruined his shoe with
ruined
my
his
heel.
shoes.
I've been around famous people, and my hair has caught fire.
Oh, wow.
So that's
Wait,
why.
fire. We never even know this.
You
Why is
sound
like
like my
everything
mother.
drawn to you? in certain
Yeah, so that's
places?
why it's like a famous people. Now I've gotten better because I've just gotten better.
Well, because you started to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, because Juan remembers when I first met him, I would just kind of
Yeah,
like
so
to say
shy,
hi. Yeah,
quiet.
I would just be whatever.
You came out to amazing woman.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
she's always been that way. She's
Yeah,
Never
because
known
Daddy would be
that.
like, "You get home and you're crazy. Why aren't you like this when you're outside?"
That's
And I'm like,
us. That's all we.
Mama, that's like literally
When we're
what
in
you
this
say
house,
to us
we actually
every
do.
day.
No, that's where Phoenix got it from.
Yeah.
Go up from.
Well,
So,
you're not
so
socially
just
awkward.
last week we played in LA, and my mother dropped her phone in the toilet.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a flip phone. They don't even make them anymore.
Oh my
So
god.
the band backstage, they go, Zena, you gotta get your mother's phone. She goes, why me? Somebody gotta get it. So she put gloves on, and it's still blinking in the toilet. She been looking for a phone, and it's blinking. So Zena goes in the toilet.
Oh,
you know,
Zena.
And there's little yellow in there.
Oh, no. Poor
So
Zena.
she like, the whole band peed on your phone. You still gonna get it? She got it out and threw it in the garbage can. So they were like, it's dead. It's been in the toilet. My mother goes, oh, my favorite band member, can you get my phone in the garbage? Oscar the tire said, of course, Mom, I love you, Mom. He went in there, wrapped some stuff, tissue and everything, got it out, and then he cleaned it. And he goes, it's fine now, I just cleaned it. And my nephew, my brother's son, Brendan, is the cleanest. Don't want to be like, you can't even shake his hand. Mom's goes, hold my phone. He running around the club, just yelling and yelling. She goes, but it's clean. It's not clean. There's still pee in the thing. It's still yellow in the phone. And my father's like, just throw it. I'll buy you a new one. And she's just laughing like, it's not about the money. I want my phone.
Aww.
Anyway, I think Zena posted it, but that was terrible.
You know, your family and our family, they're so much alike. I mean, you guys laugh a lot. And a lot of people don't know, we laugh a lot in this house. Music and laughter in this house. I mean, you may see me with a straight face, but a lot of people, they would never know how I am.
He don't know. No, it's under the outfit. I don't see
I'm a find
I know what it is.
They'll never know how I am behind closed doors. Everybody in this family is a joker.
He's trying to tickle it.
He goes on and off. Like, it's so bizarre.
But
It does go on and off.
but you guys are never ending. Whenever we're around you, you guys, you and Sheila, and especially Peter Michael, y'all, you guys crack on each other so much, man.
I know, it's so
It's
funny.
like I'm sitting there just going, wow. It's just like I'm still at home, because that's this. They do this all the time.
Isn't it fun and nice to have that?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Is that why you guys stayed performing with each other? Like, because I noticed, like, I've seen Peter Michael do stuff, and either Sheila's with him, or you're with him, or you guys are all together. Or when Sheila was performing with Prince, you were with her. Or I remember seeing, I think it was in I don't know if it's that award show you were talking about, but you all were there. It was the show that Sheila did, the glowing drumsticks.
Oh, yeah.
And I
was
saw,
on that tour.
yeah, I saw you guys, Peter Michael and you, and I thought that's so beautiful that you guys stuck together.
Yeah, every tour we try to work together. Like Marvin Gaye, my brother was on that one.
Yeah.
I was with Sheila opening up for Prince. And then we opened up for Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
And then my brother was on Lionel Richie tour.
Yeah.
So we always try to work together.
That's so nice.
Not that we have to, we just love to be around each other.
Yeah,
That's
a
so
good thing.
lovely.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'm
It's
like the same way. I'm not.
Same thing here.
I'm pretty like.
They love being around each
Yeah,
other.
like I got a few friends, but it's like I'd rather not deal with any other people.
That's pretty cool.
Well, we're gonna try to bring this to a close,
Okay.
but I do have one last thing I wanted to ask you. Tell me about you and Peter Michael burning the house down.
Yeah. Please tell the story. Please tell the story. That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask.
So I don't need to tickle you on that. Tickle you.
No, you ain't got to tickle me on that one.
Okay.
Y'all burned the damn house down.
The garage.
The garage. Let's clarify.
It wasn't a house, it was a garage.
Yeah, just a
So-
garage.
Yeah, so we lived in Oakland. There's
Oh wait,
it's
hold
my
on.
parents. Oh, go
Somebody's
ahead.
asking if Juan can come back every week.
Aw.
They're having such a great time.
All right, we need a tip jar. But so my cousin Fast Daddy was watching us. It's my parents' fault. They ain't looking after us. You're supposed to watch your kids, right? So if you gonna leave me in the back with some matches, it's your fault. So the garage is full of papers and, back then magazines and whatever. So I'm gonna blame it on my brother. It could have been me. I said, let's light this up and see who get the highest fire.
Oh,
Right?
what?
So I'm gonna blame on my brother, but it was me. So we get matches. I'm like, bam, that boy went up. I'm right there. Put it out. Yeah, I'm good. It's out.
Yeah.
Let me see what you can do. Bam, a little higher. Keep going, keep going. All of a sudden, it was too much. We couldn't take it out. I'm like, oh shoot, I think we went too far. And it was going too high. And then all of a sudden, the ceiling, the thing is on fire. We're going. And then I go, you know what I said? I won because my fire was the highest. Before we leave, I won, just so you know. Now we're about to run. Right? So it's on fire. I go, I won, yay! So we run out in the house. We look out the window, we're like, okay, what do we do now? Like, I ain't saying nothing either. So all of a sudden, fire department came. And then the one that was watching us, and my auntie was there, she goes, it had to be you. Because you running in the house when the fire's going on. I'm like, he did it. And he goes, we did it. I mean, so we just got wood for about 3 days.
Oh my God.
But I kept saying, I won though. You see that flame? That came from me.
That came right out.
And then we had to move because it burned down.
Oh no.
But don't tell my father that. It was my brother's fault.
Oh, wow.
That was straight out of a cartoon.
Yeah,
It
it
was-
was
the
not
fire was-
good.
How
the
old
fire
were
was
you?
burning.
13, 12.
13.
Isn't that about the right age to burn down a house?
All right, Phoenix.
No, Phoenix don't be playing with matches. It was Kiki. She loved
Kiki.
having
Really?
a matchbox.
Yeah,
Like,
Kiki.
I know, like she would like practice like how to light a match. I'm like, let's take that away from
Or she would use what was it called?
the lighter. She
The
was just
lighters.
like flicking the lighter all the
Flicking.
time.
But believe it or not, we didn't plan on burning down the garage. It just happened. So
Right. But the story was just hilarious when we saw you all on TV. And
Yeah,
you
it was
were
on
talking-
Sheila's show.
Yeah.
No, it's
Her
funny
show.
how Uncle Juan said it to make it better. Like we didn't plan on.
yeah, we didn't plan it.
No, it was so funny is that
It
when
just
the
happened.
house.
This
when
wasn't
it started
first degree arson.
When it reached to the ceiling, you tap your button and like, look, I won.
I won.
Well,
Oh my
it's
God.
been such a great honor and pleasure having you in our itty bitty living room. And wow, man, this has been awesome.
See you next week.
Oh, yay! Let's do it.
It's you know, we're so blessed to be connected with you and your family, man. And I can't say enough about that. I don't believe my wife and I would have what we have if we hadn't been inspired and your dad and your mom gave us a good talking to. And that's what pushed us to the point. And with that, people now look at us as almost sort of like a poster family for what they think family should represent. And, you know, at first we kind of didn't want that, but now we wear it as a badge.
Why
of-
you didn't want that? I mean,
Well, because of the pressure of, you know, people putting you up here on this pedestal and then, you know, not really realizing the human part of you, you know, because people can tend to put you up and then, you know, before they know it, you know, you say or do anything that's not up here, you know, not showing the human part of yourselves. But
you can't worry about that. You
yeah,
gotta be you.
no, and that's what it's been about, is because I can't be anything but me, and so it's been a great journey, and I want to say to everyone out there, don't forget to buy a CD.
Yes.
Go online.
Where can he buy? Where can they buy it?
Tell them where
So
they can buy it.
Juan Escovedo Linktree. So just they can look up his Linktree. So just
Okay.
Juan Escovedo Linktree.
Okay, Sammy, can you say that again?
So one way to get Juan CD or T-shirts is to go to Linktree and just look for Juan Escovedo, and you'll find it there.
Yeah.
And you can go to all of his social media pages, look at all his videos on YouTube, and you'll find it.
But come to my gigs,
Yep,
and
that's
I
it.
always have it. Look for Sammy.
Yeah.
When's the next gig? We're going to.
November. It's going to be
Next
July
week.
29th. Yeah.
We're going to
Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
Oh, my band is playing Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
July
29th.
29th Saturday.
Jazz festival is there?
Yeah, with Balo, right?
No, this was different. That's not until September.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I got it wrong.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys purchase that CD.
It's beautiful.
And any other products that he has, because that CD is awesome.
Yeah.
And got a lot of great music on there, a lot of great players. And you wrote a lot of that stuff, right?
Me and Michelangelo Alvarado wrote 7 songs on there.
Yeah.
And Martin Washington did all the lyrics, who passed away a year ago.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I have to find a new writer for it. Oh, and Leah Ticey wrote a song on Olay, and my brother wrote on Violet Touch. He did the lyrics there.
Also on that album is one of the ex-lead singers of
Martin Kember.
Martin Kimber
Yeah.
of
Color Me Bad.
Color Me Bad. So it's some great music on that album.
Elle is on that album.
El DeBarge is on that
Angel.
album.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, please go out, support the brother, support the music, because the music is sustaining. You know, a lot of times, you know, you can go get a pill for this and a pill for that, and those pills are temporary. But music is long lasting and sustaining, and it helps to heal the most important part of us, our spirit, our soul. And so, you know, please go out and support the J. It's called the J. Show them the CD again.
Right there, he put it up.
And also, let me say this, that we're blessed to have CDs out, but the greatest musicians, I truly believe, when we travel the world, hotels, lobbies, those trios, the people put in a lot of time
That's
to
right.
be amazing, and you walk right by them and don't notice who they are.
Yeah,
Right.
Just because you didn't pay to see them play doesn't mean they're not incredible.
that's right.
So I would give support for anybody who try to just play music for the love of music and share it for all you guys.
Yeah. When you see them on the streets, they got the guitar case open, and man, those are some of the greatest and baddest musicians on the planet. But they don't get their due. So we're always putting money out there because they're bringing beauty, they're bringing love, and they're bringing something that the world needs more of. You know, for lack of sounding like a cliche, but people don't seem to be kind anymore, and social media has made people very brave and very unkind. And so if we can bring that beauty back to some sense in this world through the music, let's do that. And let's support the musicians, and let's support the music.
Your sign off?
Signing off.
All right.
And as always, you got something?
Yeah, one more thing. So, if you know about paying it forward, like when you get a check or extra money and you're in a line or fast food, pay for the person behind you. That makes a difference, and you see what that does for that person, right? Or just doing something to buy somebody groceries, help somebody. It just, then they feel the love, and they see that how many people care for them without even knowing them.
Yeah.
It represents the next generation, next person after you when you support and help somebody. It really makes a difference. The news doesn't say nothing good about all the good people out there. Stop watching the news and do what you need to do to make a better life for all of us.
That's right. You know what? I almost don't want to say anything, but I
That was
always
good.
sign off because that was
beautiful.
You know, that was a beautiful sign off. So what I'm going to say is love and soul, y'all. Don't forget to love yourselves first, because before you can love anybody else, you gotta love you.
Amen.
Peace.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, bye. See you next week.
Oh yeah, we have to end.
Right on, bro.
Okay, cool.
Man. Wow.